Throughout everything that happens at the school, the same is reflected. There is a fundamental assumption that this cannot be achieved without the parents and the community being involved.
The aim of many schools in Victoria. Monterey does not claim to be unique. The Victorian Vandalism Task Force felt that the school story was worth telling because it's made significant progress in developing means to achieve this aim. In doing so, it's found a positive approach to tackling vandalism, school theft, violence and other antisocial behaviour. Monterey was established in the middle of the Pines Housing Commission estate in 1965. Until the mid-1970s, it was constantly the scene of bullying, vandalism and stealing among the children. It had a high truancy rate, frequent staff turnover and very low morale amongst parents, students and teachers. The appearance of the school reflected this situation. The surroundings were barren. Physical damage was always apparent. The principal at that time has no doubts about what the school was like.
Very rough. Well, there was no community involvement, students were disinterested, vandalism was rife, and the school was a very unhappy place.
This opinion was echoed by parents who had children at the school at that time, who compare the situation then with the situation now.
Big improvement. The state of the grounds 10 years ago was barely any grass about at all.
Well, it's a marvellous parent-teacher liaison there compared with 10 years ago.
I like the way the school makes use of the community for camps and excursions.
Well, 10 years ago you wouldn't be in the school unless it was Education Day.
Young people who were students at the time feel much the same.
Then the teacher was the boss and there was virtually no friendship between the teacher and students.
School simply began at 9 o'clock and finished at 3:30.
In the late 1970s, Jack Dunn decided that what he described as the traditional approach to education was not appropriate to the school.
Well, it was quite obvious that traditional methods were not working, and it was a case of adapting new curricula to suit the needs of the children and to involve the community.
And what specific programs did you start first?
Well, for a start, we introduced after-school activities because there were many latchkey children in the area. We introduced breakfast programs, and once we got the children and the community interested, we amended the curriculum and adapted it in a way that was more receptive from the children's point of view.
These beginnings were built upon by staff who came to the school.
Before I came to Monterey, I'd heard all the negative reports about the area, but also I'd heard that the school was making a real attempt to turn the situation around. What we did during my time was build on what was already started. We attempted to tap into all the community resources we could for the benefit of the children. When Jeff came, he could see value in the initiatives already begun. The significant thing Jeff did was to increase in parent involvement, and the important factor in this was his willingness to allow people to become involved at the level they were comfortable with.
Jeff recognised the need for all school programs to complement each other with the common aim of making each child's school experience valuable. His approach has three elements.
Well, I think we go about by making school a very, very interesting and attractive place. I think that's our first point. Well, we try and establish an attractive environment outside. We make sure that the classroom environment is also attractive. We try and develop a sense of feeling for the school, a sense of belonging to the school.
To do this, the school has had a close look at its curriculum. The school offers as wide a range of activities as possible. This is done to enable all children to achieve at something. Intensive assistance is provided for children with special needs.
Well, we look at the special need and then we look at the staff and then we set up a program. Now that program could be in physical education, it could be in an academic subject such as English or maths, or it could be just a self-esteem program.
The self-esteem program is for children whose progress at school is being hampered by their poor estimation of their own worth. The program involves these children in activities which enable them to gain new skills and experience a sense of achievement. The program also enables giving special attention to children who need the opportunity to succeed in an activity which will stretch their capabilities. Then there's an after-school activities program for children who might otherwise go home to an empty house. A similar program before school was started because many children were leaving home with little or no breakfast. It teaches children how to prepare their own food so they can, in time, look after themselves. The school places great emphasis on the role of each child's family.
It's a very important role because I believe that if the family can talk about education to the child, it becomes a talking point, first and foremost. The parent becomes better informed on what is happening at the school, and the child gets a sense of, this is great, mum's interested, she knows what it's about, and I think this is a tremendous feeling of communication between parent and child.
To implement a curriculum like this, the school must make the best use of all resources available to it. These are the staff, the community and special education department programs. Staff must be used as flexibly as possible.
We're involved in a range of activities around the school beyond classroom teaching, according to our own interests and skills. This encourages us to do all we can because we see the benefits to us and to the children.
The school attaches great value to the contribution of its staff, but it also recognises the importance of involving parents.
We can get finances from the department, we can get some of the physical resources from various booksellers and so on, but with the parent helping in the school, so many avenues are opened up to us and to the child. And we believe that if we have the parents on side, what we're talking about in school just becomes secondary. It's a good publicity agent as well, because they go out and they talk to other parents, they spread the message that what's happening in the school is good, and education benefits. So I would say yes, parents are the most important resource.
By attending social functions, adult classes and other activities, parents gradually feel more able to contribute something to the school.
Well, actually I was caught here in the rain one day and she's asked me if I'd do some babysitting. It was supposed to build a big end of it.
And what are you doing now?
Canteen and reading and a community program. I do the Keep Fit class. The first thing I became involved in was the Beginning School program. I still help doing reading in both my children's grades. And I also I go out on excursions. Really enjoy it.
Yes, well I do canteen and community classes and reading and
excursion.
Oh yes, a lot of excursions.
The school advertised for somebody to do an in-service photography course, so we could teach the children how to do photography. So I thought I'd have a go.
And what are you doing with the school now?
Photography twice a week and canteen and whatever else is required around the school.
In addition to encouraging parents to be involved in these ways, the school maintains their commitment by its policy of communication regarding developments around the school. Another important resource is community education.
I think the main thing that they want me to do here is encourage the parents into the school so that they can participate or become involved with what the children are doing. Now, it's very difficult for some parents to come into the school. They don't feel that they belong here. One of the strategies that we've employed here is to invite parents into the school on different activity programs. Some of them are craft programs, some of them are knowledge programs and so forth. First of all, my role is to help the parents come into the school, become used to the school, become informed parents about what is going on in the school so that then they can participate.
Monterey is eligible for funding under the Disadvantaged Schools program of the Australian Schools Commission. Support comes in the form of program aid staff and money for special programs. Monterey has a language program which is implemented via activities such as excursions, camps, photography and intensive help with reading. The community program includes adult classes, bike education, self-esteem, nutrition and health. It's all integrated within the school so that, for example, the school canteen only serves nourishing food. The maths program places considerable emphasis on ensuring that every child understands basic maths. The music program operates in conjunction with other local schools. The Pine Schools Band is one of the results. The communication program aims to facilitate contact between the schools and the community by means of newsletters and joint activities. And the health program stresses nutrition and dental health education. Finance from the Disadvantaged Schools or Supplementary Grants program assists in another way by enabling flexible use of the staff and encouraging parental involvement. The program is coordinated within the school by the Proposal Committee, a subcommittee of the School Council.
The role of the School Council, as we all see it, is the focal point of the outside community, the place or the people that the parents can go to if they have any problems or if they like anything changed or have any ideas for the school itself. Also, our role is to encourage initiative in change in the school, that anything we feel and we see that needs changing.
As well as the Supplementary Grants Proposal Committee, the Council operates through the Mothers Club and the Safety House Committee. The Mothers Club is endeavouring to extend its activities beyond fundraising, the traditional Mothers Club role.
They have social get-togethers, table tennis, tennis days, basket luncheon, fashion parades, demonstrations, wok demonstrations, cane wear, and all those sorts of things.
Also, we are showing new parents around the school and also outings such as going to the tulip farm and bowling.
The third subcommittee of the School Council administers the Safety House program based on the school. Monterey, like over 100 primary schools in Victoria, has set up with the help of parents and police a crime prevention scheme to protect children travelling to and from school. Frankston's Police Community Involvement Program has contributed in many ways to the new outward-looking policies of the school.
Police in Frankston had been involved in after-schools programs here at Monterey Primary School, and the Cops and Kids program was a natural extension of that, where youngsters at the school could learn to relate in a special way to a particular police person and feel that they were very special.
The school consciously seeks such resources from the community and attempts to use them with imagination. It also makes the school available as a facility for the community. There's no doubt among children and teachers about the importance of community and especially parent involvement.
Coming to school? Oh, I think it's great. You know, if I come into the classroom to help to do something, you know, they're terrific.
How do the teachers find it?
I think it's good because it probably helps the teacher in a small way, and also gets the teacher gets to know the parent too.
Well, we've had parents coming in to take the prep children to the library in the mornings. That's 3 mornings a week. We've had parents visiting, a parent with a baby who brought the baby in and gave it a bath in the classroom, and other parents who are interested in various things talking to the children. We're having parents helping with changing the readers that the preps use.
And what effect does this have on the children?
I think they're very pleased to see the parents in, and particularly it's nice to see fathers occasionally.
I think they enjoy having their mums around, especially if she's down in the canteen. It's always a pleasure. They like their mums to go on excursions. When you ask for help, they're quite happy to say, I'll ask mum. So I think they like having mum around.
It gives me more to talk about with mum after school.
She gets to go on camps and excursions with other grades, and all the girls at school say, oh, I wish I was your sister because then I could come on camp with you.
It's great to have mum working in the canteen.
The bad days of the 70s are now a fading memory at Monterey. The school is committed to openness, with everyone being encouraged to play an active part in running their school.